Just got here to Baltimore. Staying here at the Marriott Hotel. All the bishops are there. But more importantly here, got the men's march for life out here. Men out here doing something about the Holocaust of abortion, about the genocide of abortion. Men standing up about this. You know, women have been in this fight for a long time, right? Because obviously they're most intimately affected by abortion. But men, us men play a part too. If men aren't standing up for the babies in the womb, if men are defending them, the most defenseless in the womb, then we're not doing anything. You know, that's where the fight is at, and that's where men need to be. So these men are out here doing that, marching, praying the rosary. So that's the 2020 Men's March for Life in Baltimore. God bless these men, pray for these men, and pray for the babies in the womb and women carrying their child. So I've been meeting some people since I've been here. Since I met Joe McClain. Joe hired me actually at GRN to be an on-air radio host personality. First time meeting him though. Cool guy. He's shorter than what I thought he was, but he's funny as I thought he was. So that was cool. Met Jim Havens. He's been on my show. He has a cool podcast. Check him out. And also Father Imbardo, who appears on Jim Havens' podcast on Fridays. That was awesome. They just imposed upon me. That was great. Had a great time. Try to get the men pumped up to be concerned about the black abortion genocide.
Thank you, Larry. Thank you, John. All right, so we got 5 minutes left. You guys hang out 5 more minutes? Yeah. You guys want to hear about black genocide? Yes, black genocide. Yes. Black Lives Matters, don't they? Yeah. All right. All right, I want to give David Gray, you guys should know him if you're into Catholic circles. David Gray is going to talk for 2 minutes, David. 2 minutes, baby. All right, 2 minutes, David. All right. Gentlemen, hey, I just want to make the most obvious thing. Everybody's been outside abortion clinics. We've all been doing sidewalk counseling. And we know we call abortion everything. We call it murder, we call it prolifide, homicide, we call it Holocaust. But you've been outside abortion clinics, outside these abortion mills. You know that disproportionately, that the women are walking in there, disproportionately of black women. Disproportionately. Black Americans account for about 12% of the population. For chemical and surgical abortion, account for over 60% of abortions. 60%. In 1790, black Americans accounted for 20% of the population. In the 1970s, it whittled all the way down to about 11%. And since then, it's been around 12%, 13%. Black Americans our repopulation rate is 1.89. To replace yourself, it has to be 2.1. 1.89. We can't even replace ourselves. And a large portion of that reason for that is because of the genocide. The black abortion genocide that's going on in this country. And we have a president who just said in Texas that black women are being harmed because they can't kill their children. It's a genocide. And we have to call it what it is. Nowhere should any people be killing 60% of their children and can't replace them. That's genocide, but that's what's going on in this country. And Joe Biden wants to be legislated. He wants it to be free, and he wants it to go on everywhere all the time. It's a genocide. We have to call it what it is. That should not happen anywhere. It has to stop. And yes, granted, us black men, we have a responsibility playing that. It's not about, yes, it's about abortion, but it's a story before that. It's a story before that. It's respecting women. It's not having sex outside of marriage. So there's a lot of things that go into this. But the fact is that what's going on in this country now, that Joe Biden supports, and that we're giving him Holy Eucharist for supporting, was what Margaret Sanger started. What Margaret Sanger started. The Black Project to exterminate black Americans in this country. And it has to end. It continues. It's a genocide, and we have to call you what it is. And I ask you, all of you, if you know someone in your life, a black man, and you have an opportunity to have a relationship with him, tell him them what it is. Tell them about the genocide. Tell them about the 8.9%. Tell him about the 20 million babies that have been killed. Tell him that black Americans, yes, we account for what? 40 million people in this country right now? But since 1973, if those 20 million had at least one child or two children, or if they had one child and one grandchild by now, that would be another, what, 60 million black Americans in this country right now. So now we're up to 100 million. And we're talking about Black Lives Matter. And we're talking about Black Lives Matter. System. Yeah, you want to talk about system? We're starting with Margaret Sanger. And that's all I think that was 2 minutes. I'm sorry. I got a little passionate. Don't let me distract you. But that's all I ask you. Thank you.
Alright, so it's cold out here in these streets, so I had to go over to J. Crew to get a hat and a scarf. So yeah, it's like really windy here. So that was that. And of course everything over there costs too much. Like over there where they're selling hats for $30, gloves for $30. I'm like, what? Yeah, 40% off though, so I had to do it. I wasn't really built for cold weather. My God played a little trick on me by putting me in Northeast Ohio. I've been trying to escape ever since. The older I get, the further south I get. So that's all I know about that. Oh snap, guess what I found? The To Italy in Baltimore. That means there's some Italian food around here somewhere. There's a cat looking at me in this window. Oh man, up early this morning. On my way over to this other hotel to see Joe McClane to be on the Catholic Drive Time show. So I got everything I need this morning. Got the energy drink. Got the apple. So had a good night's sleep. So let's go over here, talk about some whatever we're gonna talk about.
The testimonies, the camaraderie, it was just really, really amazing. Very, very energetic and inspirational. But we are going to have a conversation with David O'Gray at 35 past the hour about the crisis in fatherhood, you know, how that really relates to the abortion issue, but also to the crisis of our time. You know, and that and having second chances is, I think, an important issue as well. We seem to be shooting ourselves in the foot too often because we fail to give the opportunity for a second chance, for a mulligan in life. So we're going to have a conversation around that as well. So all of that coming up in this hour, but here's the kicker.
Christ, again, joining us in live in the hotel room studio from Baltimore, Maryland, David O'Gray. Good morning to you, David.
How's it going?
Praise be to God.
Yeah.
Go ahead and hold that up close to you there, David. You were fiery yesterday in your comments at the men's march.
Yeah, I got fired up.
You got fired.
I got fired up.
You didn't get fired, but you did get fired up.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. I met you for the first time. You didn't fire me on site, so I was happy about that. I was worried.
Praise be to God. Now, David, you host a show every Wednesday at 4 on the GRN.
Yes, David O'Gray show every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central Time.
And what do you do? What do you cover?
So it typically begins with a monologue about whatever's going on in the country at that time or in the church, and then you typically have a guest on, sometimes two guests at the end of the month.
Yeah, praise
so
be to God.
Here with Trey Blanton from Church Militant. He's handling security as well as handling us. Got everybody behind us, so we're on our way to the MeQ Pavilion over here to get things organized. Talk to you later. So they have him back in the green room with a bunch of people who are speaking. I'll show you that in a moment, but I want to come out here and show you what everything looks like before we get started. A lot of production. People are starting to walk in. Got some police walking around. So that's what's going on at the moment. This is the pregame. Looks like there's also a food truck back there, like some sort of chicken tender situation, maybe some pretzels. So I'll definitely hit that up later, maybe. Right now, we just got the bag of Doritos. I'm out here with Debbie from Church Militant. She does development, and she is showing me the signs. She's telling me some amazing stories about some of the things and various things that the bishops are up to. And then we've got these signs out here. And which one? Oh, it's others. Wow, she has more signs behind those ones. Wow. Is that all just two? How many different kinds do you have? Wow. Yeah. Wow, I saw what you did to my unborn babies. Amazing. Reminds me of that movie I saw what you did last summer. I know what you did last summer. Alright, so this is the green room. This is the room where all the speakers are at. You see a lot of people in here. Michelle Malcolm's not here yet. Looking forward to meeting her. So that's the green room, and it's not even green. Alright, outside the MCU Pavilion, we got people starting to show up for the Enough is Enough rally. They just opened up the doors. A lot of people had these great signs. So hopefully expecting about a couple thousand to show up. Speaking with Trevor here, he's with his father here. They're working on legacy investment, Catholic legacy investment meetings. So they have a booth out here. Like Trevor was telling me, were you telling me, Trevor?
Well, all the staff here are against what we're doing. The event staff that are working the venue, not the church militant group. Very pro-abortion, very against what we're here talking about with and trying to get our message to the bishops on how as lay people we are still very involved in our church and we have the direction that we want to go.
Yeah, and so I think that's amazing because Mark he was telling me that, man, what if he didn't want to get too hostile with them at first because like what if they walk out, we won't have any pretzels, whatever. So yeah, it's crazy. You got people here that are like so pro-abortion that they're upset that we're having our event. So all right, so I'll update you later if Mark gets into a fight with one of them. All right. Here with Paul A. Nielsen. You've seen him a couple times on my radio show, my podcast. He's the author of the new book. What's the name of the book again, Paul?
Restoring Our Catholic Identity.
Yes, make sure you guys get that book. Get out there. It's everywhere, Amazon. So now is the time. And Enough is Enough. He's here at the Enough conference. So awesome. Glad to meet you in person.
Good to meet you.
Here with Asha, who I met in Chicago at the Council Priest Coalition. So good to see you again.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Back in the green room again, and there's a different set of people here. There's Miss Christine Niles. Everyone is here. It looks like we're just a few minutes away from starting. We got Milo Yiannopoulos back here now. The most important thing to know about Milo is the shoes. Alright, the shoes. Hey Christine. The little vlog here.
Great to see you again.
Christine, everyone knows she's my favorite. She's here. Looking forward to having dinner tonight. There's Father Altman back there. Outside now, and most people are gathered here. Hey, Father Paul. Father Paul Couch.
Good morning.
Good morning.
The sun came out and it's a sunshiny day in Baltimore City,
In Baltimore. Good morning, Baltimore. So a lot of people here. So most people in here. It looks like we're going to get started pretty soon. I'm having some sort of technical difficulties at the moment. But they're going to get that sorted out here. Here at the Church Militant, Enough is Enough prayer rally, Antifa showed up. We got police helicopters flying around. We got Antifa people riding around on bicycles with some Antifa flags shouting abortion. So yeah, that's the current situation. So I guess they think this rally is important enough to cause a disruption. And so they're out here shouting, keep your rosaries off my ovaries, which is the best thing that can come up with rhymes, I guess. But such a strange thing to say, asking keep your rosaries off my ovaries, when the Blessed Mother Mary's ovaries are the reason why they have opportunity for salvation. So illogical, dumb, and obviously, once again, these people don't have jobs, right? This is Michelle Malkin here. David Gray. She's speaking later here at the Enough is Enough conference, so happy to finally meet her. And as my wife knows, I have a crush on her, so here she is.
God bless you.
And that's because there is a black genocide going on in this country. Not one bishop will admit it.
Winding down the night here. It's been a great day. Winding down with dinner. Got Michael Kors popping up.
So much, man. I really appreciate
Got Milo over here who's cut off all his hair. So, good night. On my way back, catching a flight, 4:30 a.m. in the morning. So, that's it.
Why'd you agree to that?
I have no idea. It was Carmen. It's Carmen's fault.
She booked you on a 4:30.
Yeah.